there. Come on in. Come on in. Quick disclaimer, these are my thoughts and opinions, and also I swear. And come here then. Do you want a cat? Right. Yeah. You know them, like when people give money to charity and then put it on Facebook, or, like they buy a Trumper sandwich and put it on Facebook, and then people will go like, oh, why are people doing that? To get like, you just want people to think you're fantastic. It's an ego thing, you know what I mean? And all this, that and the other. Well, that's what I'm about to do. And maybe it is an ego thing. I don't know. Well, it's not. I want to make it, but I do have a point about this. Now, it's a bit of backstory at the minute. I'm going through some stuff, right? And it's made me unwell, and doing a lot of crying and this, that and the other. So yesterday I went into town to trim myself up, get my nails did, because they were growing out and whatever. Anyway. And also I'm out this weekend for my birthday. Saturday now, not Friday. So I went uptown and I'm sat there. Oh God, it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I really wasn't ready to start going uptown. Really not. I'm sat there in the nail salon, and all of a sudden, I looked out the window and I'm like, where the fuck am I? I couldn't recognise what was outside. I go to the same nail place I've done for a year. Well, I've done for years, but regularly, once every 3 weeks or a month for a year, at the end of September. So 11 months, really. Shut your face. And I just looked out the window and I just didn't recognise where I was, and I just got this massive fucking panic attack coming on, and I'm like, breathe, Kez, breathe. Not nice. Not in a nice place at the minute. And it's like that thing of like, oh God, I just, I don't know how I'm going to cheer up, but I do have to call out my mates. Like literally, I've got just the best mates. My niece Chloe, my mate Rushine, my mate Laura, and a couple of other people. But basically, my little triumvirate of titties are just like keeping me in hysterics. Do you know what I mean? I had a big old conversation with Roisin last night about the difference between a goth and a fucking emo. This is what he's missing, mate. This is the kind of quality chit chat this dude's missing out. So it's it's all good in the hood. It's just one of those things, passing the time. Anyways, so I went uptown and trying not to cry all the way I'm going round, and my stomach, I've not ate. Last night I had 2 fucking bits of penne pasta. That's what I've just ain't hungry. Oh God, I'm such a twat. Honestly, I'm such a twat. Anyways, so, I'm taking any positivity where I can get it, you know what I mean? And like I say, I've got the best mates who are just keeping me in fucking hysterics. And that's the best way to get through a period. All I've got to do is get through this period of time, and then I'll be all right. I've got to live through it. So you might as well laugh while you're doing it, right? Talking about big old, I'm Googling it and everything. It's like, don't read it out. She's like, I don't know what you're on about, not gonna lie. Me neither, but God, it's fascinating. Anyways, so so town was horrible, but I didn't realise. I didn't realise it had hit me as big as it did. Anyway, so I came out of the nail place and I'm like, right, okay, just got to get to the bus stop now. Could do this. Thought, right, I'll go down there. I'll go down to the pound shop, see if because they have some nice yarn in the pound shop. For £1. There's not much in the pound shop that is £1 anymore, but yarn is. So I bought like a ball of yarn and lady things, and got to the till, and lady things are only 85p. In the pound shop, they actually have something that's under £1 in the pound shop. I was gobsmacked by that on its own. Anyway, so I get to the till, And there's this dude in front of me, and he looks about my age, I would have said, so, you know, middle-aged dude. And he's there, and he's like buying, I don't know, it was £3.50, I don't know, it's like 2 things or 3 things, probably 2, knowing the pound shop, because the pound shop, or what the pound shop is really just indicative of the society in general. It's like, you cannot trust the pound shop. Do you remember like a couple of decades ago where it was like a piss-takey thing of like, oh yeah, how much is this? And like loads of blokes who thought they were funny would do it. Like, yeah, it's £1. Everything's £1. It's the fucking pound shop. Not no more, mate. Not no more. Oh, how times have changed. Anyway, so this dude, and he's going like this, and he's like going at the machine. What do I do with me? Where does this go? He's like, I'm sorry, I've not got my glasses on, I can't see. She's like, touch this bit here. And he's like, no, that bit there. And he's like, this bit here, that bit there. She's like, she's like, oh, so he did. And she's like, oh, it's been declined. And he was like, what? She's like, try it again. So he does it again. And she's like, no, sorry, it's been declined. Put it in, because it does it sometimes. You know what I mean? That's just a thing that cash machines do. It'll just, you know, randomly out of nowhere say, no, put it in and put your number in. So anyway, he's like, I ain't got my number. I don't know what my number is. And she's like, oh, right. And I'm just, and I was just mortified for the poor bloke, you know, because it's mortifying when you're in that situation. Is it fucking not? So he's like, oh, I'll go and get some money. Well, how he's going to do that if you don't know his fucking PIN number? I do not know. Anyway, so he leaves his stuff on the counter and goes to walk out. And I went like, mate, hold on a minute, and just put my card on the reader. And like, and he just like turned to me and he was like, oh my God, oh my God, like literally. And I'm like, no, don't worry about it, mate. Pay for my stuff, fucked off. Now, what I'm wanting to say this about is not like, oh, look at me, I'm so fucking enjoying them all. That's not where I'm coming from with this. It's a learning curve. Now, this is the first time that I've ever done anything like that. You know, like I give money to Trumps occasionally. And, you know, like I've done acts of, and obviously, always, I don't know how many, but I've made, look at his little leg, look, this is the tiniest tootsie of any, but I'm merrily crocheting aliens and just sending them. I am bragging about this fucker, because, hold on a minute, I'm bragging about this fucker, you wait and see this bitch, right? So yeah, so I basically, this fella that I've just split up with, well, apparently we were never together in the first place. Fucking, I've only just got the memo, mate. What I am. Yeah, I said like, oh, you know, like I crochet things for people. What would you like? And he's like, oh, I'll have an alien, please, if you don't mind. I'm like, yeah, of course. Anyways, it's set off this whole fucking chain of events. Everybody on Facebook's like, oh my God, I want one. So I'm like, right, what colour? So I've been merrily crocheting aliens for, well, at least a month, gotta be. And just sending them out at my own expense. And yeah, and people are like, no, you've got to let me give you something for them. So I'm like, right, okay, well, so I shared my Amazon wish list. And my mate Claire, the little sweetheart, bought off my, I've had it on my wish list since before I went to the Supernatural convention last year. I was like, mate, I fucking love this. And so I just stuck it on my wish list just so I could look at it every now and again. Check it. I own the bastard. Me. I don't think I'll ever wear it out, but it's just like, I own this now. I own this because I did a good thing. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, like people are like, a lot of people, we're bred to be judgmental and we're bred to be greedy. We're bred that money is the commodity that makes this world go round. And it's not, it's love, it's energy, right? And that's why they make it, they've got all the fucking money, they've got all the fucking loot, them bastards up there. But the bred us to behave wrong. The bred us to be cold and distant and to not let anybody in your bubble because they're going to just want to rob you, because that's what we're bred to believe from the age of fucking 4. Kings and queens, giants and castles. It's like, mate, like war in general is just bombarded on us. People are always trying to take other people's shit. It's like, if everybody had enough and just shared it, do you know what I mean? We've been bred arse about face by these bastards, literally, so that the world runs for their benefit and not ours. We need to swap it round, peeps. We need to swap it round so that it works for our benefit. They're still going to benefit them. They're still going to have everything they fucking have. It's just that we will have our fair share, which is currently sitting in their fucking bank accounts, ticking up fucking numbers, and actually doesn't exist. Anyways, by the by. So it's like, you know, like, that interaction cost me £3.50. Now, after I left there, I went into B&M, and I wanted, oh no, we showed one of the aliens. Hold on a minute. Wait there. I wanted another ball of, oh no, let's get to it. So, these are me aliens, right? And yeah, and I basically, once and then I got a load more people asking, but once I'd finished them all, sent them all out, I'd got a big ball of this chunky wool. So I made, this is VT. Say hi, VT. Hi. I love him. He's my chunky boy. So yeah, so I wanted another ball of this yarn. So I went into B&M to see if they got any to make another version of VT, because I quite like the big chunky boy. It's knackering. Obviously I've got MS and it is really tiring using the chunky wool, but you know, like, it's really good. And everybody's saying to me, like, you should really make money out of this. And I'm like, yeah, but you know, like, I do it because I want people to be happy. And like, literally, I made my mate Stephanie in America a little ladybird, Nita her name is, and she's currently at Disneyland, and she's posting photos of Nita at Disneyland, and literally I'm like, mate, that is my payment. She probably would have been about, with the amount of work I put in on it, it probably would have been about 30 quid's worth of, you know, like, just the time alone, and because I used like expensive yarn on it because it's so tiny and detailed and whatever. And it's like, what would that have given? You know what I mean? I've got another friend, Sarah. She had a green one, UV reactive, mate. She's taking it to a festival in September. I can't wait for the photos of that. But she's already sending me photographs of it as well. And apparently she sent me a present in the post as well. It's like, but this is all done. These people are sending me things because they are grateful for me. They like my work and they love me. And that surely is where, you know, like, that's what I get off on. When I left the pound shop yesterday, I was fucking walking on air. I felt fantastic. Oh yeah, so I went to B&M and I was going to get another ball of that wool, and it was £2.50. And I'm like, nah, you're just giving away £3.50. So I didn't buy any wool. There's only a quid on top of that. You know what I mean? It really didn't. Now, just to let you know, right, this is to make you feel sorry for me. Currently, the washing machine, don't have a washing machine, went bang. Lid on my kettle's broke. Keep burning myself because I have to take the lid off, put it on the side to put some water in, and then put it, oh fucking hell. Did it the other day when I just boiled the kettle and had not put enough water in it. So I took it off and it's got fucking steam burn. I'm like, desperately need a no over. And my computer's just about to go. And I have no money for any of these. Oh, and my phone, like, is all of a sudden, I don't know why, started to go dimmer. So at some point in time before the end of the year, I could be completely off fucking grid. I don't know. Now, other people, the way that we're bred to behave is like, right, well, you've not got anything, right? Why, you know, like, don't fucking give it to him because he might have shitloads of money. And it's like, that's not the point. He was there in a really mortifying situation and I helped him out of it because he's a fellow human being and I didn't want him feeling them negative thoughts. And for me doing that kindness for him, I came away, tears stopped briefly, like literally, and I felt good about myself for the first time in a few days. I got out of that, and it only cost me £3.50. That's a win for me. You know what I mean? And the reason I'm sharing it is because I want people to know just how very good it feels to put other people first, to do random acts of kindness, to make people happy. Like literally, that's what I get off on, making other people happy. And as you can see, and people like Claire, they kind of get off on it as well. Oh, don't. Picture of Michael Myers here. She sent me, because I made Reggie, who's a Rasta teddy bear, right? And again, made it, all my own products, like my own yarn, my own postage. She's like, no, I ain't having that. Did me, and obviously the time. And she's like, no, I ain't having that. No. So she asked me for my address, sent me this fucking package of, me croon, not me croon. Oh, let's see what it looks like on VT. Oh, look at him. He's so majestic. He's the king of space. Such a child. But again, do you know what I mean? I'm in a dark place. I don't know whether it's Mercury retrograde, whether God hates me. I don't know. My world is like, I'm experiencing several tower moments a day lately. It's like, what the genuine fuck have I done to deserve this? But I keep myself positive because I'm like, right. Usually when things are like this and like literally everything's just crumbling, it's usually so that something beautiful can be born. You know, you got to get rid of the old before something new can be birthed. And with hindsight, looking back on my life, every time something amazing's happened, it's usually come after something really shit happening. So, you know, I'm keeping the faith. I ain't letting them have my loose, mate. No fucking way. I'm sorry, I do fucking fidget, don't I? I do apologise. But yeah, anyways, just one more thing. So on the last video, obviously, like I said, my head's scrambled. I don't know what's going on at the minute. But on the last video, I said, like, I'm pulling up my Framberries and whatever, and like how it's not good with the nails. But I suggested there was something else, and it's fucking hand washing. Mate, I'd forgotten how much I hated hand washing. It is so exhausting, and I'm sure I must be buggering up the clothes or whatever. Anyways, so yeah, that's the other thing. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna have a minute. Oh, goes with my outfit. No, it is. Just went in. I'm like, oh, you know, can I have this and that? They're inspired by the millionaire shortbread I had when I went out for a coffee with my Sonia in the afternoon. I thought, oh yes, those two colours there. Just do this. Explaining to a Vietnamese person who speaks absolutely no English whatsoever, how to do a half chevron. Takes some time, but I'm happy with him anyway. Anyways, so yeah, just, you know, it's such a shame how they've bred us to behave, because, you know, like for just £3.50, I had the most amazing feeling. My soul sang. I felt such beauty. That is the energy. That is the currency that I deal in. It's like, I have nothing, but I am happy when, usually, when my sky is not falling down. But yeah, just, I want the world to feel like that. I want other people to go, yes, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pay, you know, just pay it forward. Smile at somebody who's crying. Like, you know, you don't, it doesn't have to cost money to be good to other people, and to get that feeling of satisfaction and warmth and love and happiness and contentment and just happy. And so when you're not You know, like, it could very well have been like, well, I'm unhappy, so I'm going to fucking share my unhappy with the world. And it's like, right, I'm unhappy. I'm going to make somebody happy. And that, in turn, made me happy for a little while, which was a good thing. So, yeah, if this sounds like I'm bragging and, like, ego-y, I do apologise. A bit paranoid about myself at the minute, apparently. Yeah, so I'm a bit worried about what I can say and what I can't say. But let's just love. Now, if you've... oh, and by the way, I don't know whether you've noticed, but I cut off over 1/3 of my hair. I do this when I get into, like, depressed moments and stuff. I just cut my hair off. Can you tell? It's like, it's still the same, exactly the same length. I just... hopefully I've put some... hopefully it seems to be lying flat. Shut your face, Gary Ann. Shut your fucking face. Can you tell I'm lonely? Anyways, I am not going back on Plenty of Fish. I can fucking tell you that for now. No way. No way. No more dating for me. I'm off the market. Well. Yeah. Rebound. Yeah. Time will tell. So if you've watched till the end, like, fucking hell, you definitely have earned yourself a bevy. And wow, thank you from the bottom of my heart for sitting with me while I ramble. If you're a returning subscriber, please feel free to give me your deets and I will fashion you a badge. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider being a subscriber or liking or sharing any of my videos. Thank you for being here. Wish me luck and I love you all. Don't let the world harden your heart. Love you. Bye.